I know it's not socially acceptable to talk about this, but I feel like most people are passively suicidal. Like they would never
This is such an important topic to be talking about. The urge for self-destruction. We as a culture have decided it's like totally unhealthy. And if you even suggest these types of thoughts, you're in crisis. But the reality is, most human beings, if we're thinking, feeling human beings capable of understanding our internal reality and our external reality and the gap between those two, will inevitably come to questions about what the fuck is going on in this life. Like, is life worth living? And so, this passive ideation, I think, especially given the world, has a lot to do with the lack of meaning, right? That we're taught all of this shit when we're little. What do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? And the reality is, we'll do what we're fucking told, or we'll starve, right? And so, inevitably, when people are stuck in really abusive family systems, emotionally abusive, physically abusive, the ideation actually functions as a safety blanket that when a person is completely lacking control in their lives and has no ability to control anything and is being abused and controlled, understanding that as a way out actually functions as a safety mechanism of saying, well, I can't control anything, but at least I have this way out. And so I think that's actually what's going on when he talks about the 18 to 35-year-olds and this kind of pandemic of ideation and of apathy towards life, that it's actually about trying to establish some mechanism of control in a world in which we have none. And sitting with this lack of control is really difficult. I mean, you see this in the conversation around voting, where people really can't seem to understand how much they've been lied to about what voting can and can't change, what effects individual voters have in this country, that it's not people power. We live in an oligarchy. So the stories we tell ourselves of control are all masking the fact that we have none. And I think when we get to that truth, something in human nature, something in our minds leads us to this self-destructive thought. Well, if I can't control anything else and I'm living a life completely out of my control, do I really want to live it? And the ultimate flex of control is exactly what he's talking about.